And this time, we're kicking things off with the C block. We're getting things set up just before we get things going. Which actually, let me... There we go. Hope everyone is doing well here tonight. Do 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 do. Which actually, let me start getting some of the people set up. I know Andrade is in. Let me just turn that down a bit so I can like actually hear myself. Oop-a-doo-doo-doo-doo. Alrighty, we're gonna be kicking things off in just a second. I gotta reopen the bracket. Did I already put Andrade down? I was about to say. Okay, who's Andrade? Alright. Opening contest, we'll see. Andrade El Idolo versus Bushi. Of course, Andrade El Idolo is the current WPW Television Championship. He's the champion. He's not the actual championship. Of course, at Starrcade, he will be defending his championship against Shawn Michaels. But you know, a lot of the champions who are in this tournament, they're looking to add to their resume. You know, some of them, you know, they want 2 belts. Because one's just not enough for them. You can call it greedy. Or you could call it, you know, power hungry. I don't really care what you call it. Point is, Andrade wants 2 belts. Andrade, I don't think he was in actually the last... I think he might have been in the first Cruiserweight Classic. I don't think he was in the Super J Cup though. Same with Bushi. Actually, Bushi was probably in the Super J Cup. I don't know. What can I tell you about Bushi? Well, Bushi's a good competitor. And, he wears a mask. So yeah, that's what I can tell you about Bushi. I have not used Bushi that much in UWA. Oh my god, he just did the figure 8. Juno, welcome to the show. Yes, it's correct. He wears a mask. It's pretty great. As I said, I've barely used Bushi at all. I think even in like the multi-man tags I've done with LIJ, I don't think he's ever there. No, because I think even when I had LIJ in a War Games match, it was Naito, Takahashi, Takagi, and... Actually, no, it wasn't Tsuji. Because I don't think I used Tsuji yet. It was, I think it was Titan, actually. Breakout moment for Bushi. You know, honestly, we've had some upsets in this tournament. Already. What was the... We had a big upset yesterday. And I wasn't expecting it. Was it when Trey Miguel defeated Pentagon? No. It was in, what was it? No, I think that was the upset because I was expecting Pentagon to win. No. I actually can't remember what it was. There was like a really big upset and I was like, what? Oh, that's what it was. Tyson Kidd defeated Pac last night, and Pac's the current WPW Intercontinental Champion, so I was quite surprised. So, will we see another champion lose tonight? Probably. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see if Bushi has what it takes. You know what? I'm all for, like, Bushi to have a big run. Ooh! Nice knee in the corner there. Very knee-like. I don't know what I'm saying here. There's just, sometimes you just hit people with a knee, I guess. Ooh! Was that supposed to be the hammerlock? Because that did not look like the hammerlock. That looked like just a regular butterfly DDT. Oh, Bushi with the 450. 1, 2. Ooh. He's getting there. For some reason, I feel like Bushi is going to somehow win this. I don't know why. But I think we're all on the Bushi train. Ooh. Okay. They just traded Enziguris. Oh, to the outside. Nice little neck breaker right there by Andrade. Oh yeah, ooh, okay, come on Bushi. Listen, alright, I want to support you, but when you do dumb stuff, like go for a roll-up on the outside, it kind of makes it hard for me to support you. Like, ooh, there we go. See, now I can support you. You did a really nice Frankensteiner. Oh, well, so much for a breakout moment for Bushi. I mean, really good match, though. So, I mean, yeah, Bushi lost, but I think Bushi just earned our respect there tonight. Hey, he pulled out a 91%, though, so hey, that's not bad. It's not a 5-star match, but it's a 91%. That's better than 90%. So, remember that, guys. Remember that. Oh my god, I don't even know why I said that. That made no sense either. I mean, I'm not wrong, though. This next match is going to be really odd, but I'm all for it. Okay, so here we go, guys. Let's go. No, we're not going to Stardom. I keep forgetting I'm already there. Okay, gotta go all the way down here. Look at all these people. Oh yeah, guys, we got the GOAT, Prince Puma. Prince Puma is here, and he's going to be going up against the Trend, Matt Taven. Yeah, we'll go with the white with Taven. Matt Taven's rocking the white. It's gonna be amazing, guys. Matt Taven's the GOAT. So yeah. I mean, shout out Juno. Listen, Juno, I could tell you really wanted Bushi to win. Like, I could tell you're heartbroken because you just really wanted Bushi to win that match. I know, it's okay. Honestly, since like he did really good in that match, like I feel like I'm gonna like give him a match at Super Brawl most likely, because he's not on the Wrestle Kingdom card. Like he doesn't get to be at the Tokyo Dome, so he can at least be at Super Brawl. I feel like we owe that to him. It can happen, guys. But back to this point right here. Prince Puma, he's had a couple matches here in UWA. He actually was in the Super J Cup. He wasn't in the first Continental Classic, but he was in the Super J Cup. And I want to say he's had one other match. I think it was a singles match. I can't fully remember. Matt Taven, however, is a former he's a former WWU United States champion before that company folded. Besides that, he's had a couple matches here and there. He was recently in the Doc Holliday Tag Team Classic. He lost in the Doc Holliday Tag Team Classic, but he was still there. So, you can't take that away from him. He was still there. So, yeah. I like how that's the only thing I could say. I'm like, he was there. Actually, I think he had a 5-star match, actually, during the tournament, so that's also pretty good. Taven has a couple 5-star matches, actually. I think he has at least 3. You can't take away him being in the tournament. The tournament already happened. You were not there. Actually, I don't think any of your guys were in the tournament. No, because as far as I'm aware, you only have 3 people claimed. Right? Yeah, you have Uncle Howdy, you have ELP, and you have Sammy. I think that's the only people you claimed, unless you claim someone else. You are not there. I would have known, because then I would have given you a big high five if you were there. That's how I would have known. Because if you were there, I would have given you a high five. I've been like, yeah. But I didn't give you a high five, so you weren't there. Why did Prince Puma just yell at me? Oh, okay, Taven. Taven just, yeah. See, I had a feeling you were going to say, oh my god. Well, as I was going to reply to Juno's comment, Taven just hit like a tiger suplex, and I'm pretty sure Puma's had to hit the chair. They're cooking. Like, this match is, you know what, like, I wouldn't expect this match to go as crazy as it is, but it is. I made a really good choice putting Prince Puma in here. I wonder where Ricochet is, though. Matt Taven won. That was a good match, actually. What do you guys think it scored? I think it scored like 96, maybe? Only an 85. Dang. FFF. What is the F? Is that what his move's called? Dare I say best Taven match ever? Not in UWA, because he's had, as I said, at least 3 5-star matches. One of them was a singles match. I just don't feel like going through the Google Sheets of 5-star matches. Final fucking fall. I like that. Alright, that's what we're calling it now. I don't know if he's actually got a name for it, but that's what we're calling it, guys. I like that name. Alright. Well, now that Prince Puma's gone from the tournament, maybe he can go find Ricochet. So that means, ooh, That means next round 2 we're gonna get Andrade versus Taven. That match could actually be really good. Taven and Andrade. That could cook. All right, our next match we got. Look at this amazing man with mustache. Tyler Bate, guys, he is here. And he is going up against Aerostar. Do we got red Aerostar? Yes. Give me Aerostar with the red. Because I don't know why. I just wanted it. Man. Aerostar is actually goated. Like, he's one of my favorites in Lucha Underground. He wasn't like my number 1 favorite. My number 1 favorite's always been Pentagon. But Aerostar's at least in my top, would I say top 5? Maybe top 10. But like, he'd be like number 6. So he's like right on the edge of my top 5, but he's not fully there. But let's see, already. Ooh, okay. Big strong boy versus the guy from the Stars. I want to say my top, because now this is just going to be stuck in my head, so I might as well just say it now. My top 5 in Lucha Underground: Pentagon, Mil Muertes, Rey Fenix, Angelico, and Johnny Mundo. Those are my top 5. Okay, so you know how I said Aerostar was number 6? He's actually number 7. Number 6 would be Rey Mysterio. Like, I love Rey Mysterio. He's one of my favorite luchadors. But like, out of like my Lucha Underground people, like, I wouldn't say his, like, I don't know, a lot of like my Lucha Underground guys, they're people who like I mainly heard of from Lucha Underground, with the only exception of Johnny Mundo, because obviously I knew Mundo from way before that. Ooh, Canadian Destroyer. And Tyler Bate took that like it was nothing. It's amazing. Hope you guys are enjoying the show. Ooh, I thought he was going for the Tyler driver, and he hit a butterfly. Whoa! You just stole his move. Tyler, that was really rude. I can't believe he did that. How dare you, man. I mean, it was cool, though, watching him do a big Hurricane Rana. Even though I'm pretty sure Tyler Bate does a Hurricane Rana. Ooh, once again, he was thinking that Tiger Driver. Oh, is he gonna dive? Aww. Ooh. That was a really nice pop-up Frankensteiner. Ooh, missed the spinning hit. Tyler Driver 97! It was a near fall. And he hit the... Oh. Okay, so he just knocked out Aerostar. Tyler Bate is just that guy. He's just that guy. He's just that guy, guys. We just... only a 75? Okay. That definitely, like, was better than a 75. Like, obviously it was no 5-star, but only a 75? Dude, I would have at least given that, like, an 80. Oh, that's why, because this is probably, it was only 9 minutes. That's why. That's probably why. I feel like if it went a bit longer, it would have probably gotten an 80. Okay, so Tyler Bate advances. Man, he tried. It's okay, it's okay, Aerostar. Why do I keep trying to go over the stardom? It's because I keep pressing the wrong button. What was who am I looking for? Yeah, Blue Damon Jr. So we can either go dark blue or slightly lighter dark blue. We're gonna go slightly lighter, and then we're gonna go up. Okay, and let's see. First is Drilistico. Let's go with the all black. That actually, that gear actually looks cool. Blue Damon Jr. versus Drilistico. This should be good, guys. Who does Juno want to win? I'm just gonna take a guess, and I'm gonna say Blue Damon Jr. That's my guess. If I'm wrong, well, then I guess I'm wrong. I don't even know what I was just thinking about, but it was probably important. Ooh. But yeah, I don't even know, like, I was just getting ready to say something, and then I completely blanked. But yeah, oh yeah, starting talking about the two competitors. Blue Damon Jr., I think he was in the Super J Cup, and that's all I gotta say. Except for the fact that I could say that he wears a mask. So, he does not got going for him. Drilistico, I have a little bit more to say. So, Drilistico, he is coming off a loss at WrestleMania. Him and Beast Mortos did not win the Tag Team Showcase. On a more positive note, Drilistico is a former BCW Tag Team Champion. He teamed with Dragon Lee. Dragon Lee, who is our current Junior Heavyweight Champion in BCW, and has already advanced in the A block to the next round. For those who didn't see night one of the A block, which, if you go to my lives, you can watch all of A block and B block. Ooh, okay, Drilistico, pop off, I guess. But, yeah, so he's a former Tag Team Champion. He was in the last Super J Cup. And, yeah. So, Drilistico, you know, he's done a lot more, you know, within UWA than Blue Damon Jr. But, I'm expecting good things from Blue Damon Jr. Was it, my first Blue Damon Jr. match I ever saw was his match with Chavo Guerrero in Lucha Underground. I still think that's the only Blue Damon Jr. match I've ever seen. Like, I've seen highlights, but I think that's the only, like, actual full match of his I've seen. Which I know he's probably had way better matches. I could just ask my Lucha guy. I could just ask my Lucha person, and then they'll recommend me some stuff. Man, what were you thinking, Blue Damon Jr.? What were you thinking? Boom. You know, so there's some people, like, I hear some people, they'll just say Blue Demon Jr. I can't. Like, every time I try to, no, I always just say Blue Damon Jr., but I know that's how it's pronounced. And I think it's just because since I first, like, was introduced to him in Lucha Underground, and that's how they always pronounced it, that's just how it's, like, been ingrained to my head. Okay, we get it. You guys can chop each other. And then you got kicked in the face. Look at that dive, man. Just made... Oh my god, that was actually kind of cool too. Little head scissors. And Drilistico won. Man. Guys, Juno's probably sad because Blue Damon Jr. didn't win. I'm so sorry. I know you were really hoping that he won. That was a Canadian destroyer? You know what, now that I think about it, yeah. It did look like a destroyer. I don't know, I think at first it looked like, oh, that's why, because I think it was a head scissors into a Canadian destroyer. That's cool. Man, okay, like, and they pulled off a 90? I feel like Drilistico versus Tyler Bate, not a match I would think, like, I would be excited for. Like, it's not a match I would think off the top of my head. Like, I'd be like, oh, okay. Next match. Here, guys, there you go. Here he comes. It's Lince Dorado. Ooh, wait a minute. That green gear looks, like, sick as hell. And then here we guys go. Ready, guys? This is... Jerry Lynn. Here we go. Jerry Lynn, guys. Jerry Lynn. That's all I can say about Jerry Lynn. His name is Jerry Lynn. Actually, no. Jerry Lynn, I actually do got stuff I can say about Jerry Lynn. He hasn't, like, won any titles or anything, but he's had a lot of good matches in UWA. He's the king of the kickoff show. Because for some reason, I never book him on the main shows. He's just always on the kickoff shows, so I think this is his first, like, main show match in, like, a while. But yeah, guys, it's the new effing show. Jerry Lynn, it's the king of the kickoff, and he's kicking off, you know, his amazing run in the Cruiserweight Classic with a first round match. Will he win? I don't know. Probably not. Lince Dorado, I think he's had one match, and it was he teamed with the Lucha House Party, and then he probably was in the Super J Cup. So that's like Lince Dorado's history. Actually, I could see if he was in the Super J Cup. Alright, guys, we'll see. Lince Dorado. He was not in the Super J Cup. So, his only match is a 6-man tag where he was with the Lucha House Party. That's all. So, yeah. But, I like Lince Dorado, but he's not the underdog story we were hoping for. If we want anyone, we want Bushi. We want Bushi, man. I'm still sad that Bushi, you know, didn't win. But it's okay. Jerry Lynn just hit it an inverted, I don't know, suplex facebuster or whatever. Well, what's Lince doing? Never mind. Jerry Lynn with the leg drop. And an elbow. Roll up. Nope. Super kick. Knee drop. Anaconda Vice. Ooh. Spinning tombstone. And no, that's just like a low drop kick. That's not a basement drop kick. 2. Oh yeah, guys. Let's go. Come on. Jerry Lynn. Ooh. There we go. Nice little tilt-a-whirl head scissors by Lince. Super kick. Ooh. Springboard drop kick. I barely see anyone do it. Sit up powerbomb. Ooh. It's actually a really good match so far. Whoa, okay, Jerry Lynn. Jerry Lynn actually has pulled off some really good moves in this match. See, I think it's because Juno believes in Jerry Lynn. That's what I personally believe. That is what I believe, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. But yeah, no, I would like to give a shout out to my boy Juno. HCPW is amazing. W person. I definitely would recommend checking out their content. They don't just do wrestling related stuff. I know they play Minecraft a decent bit. I've seen some of their stuff. It's really good. Jerry Lynn just killed Lince Dorado. So, enough about talking about Judo's content, because Jerry Lynn just killed Lince Dorado. See, the bad thing is I did not see the rest of that message. I'm going to pull up the chat on my phone so I can actually, like, see in case people send bigger messages. But let me rate this. Jerry Lynn defeated Lince. That was a good match, actually. So, like, both of them, like, pulled off a good match. Lince Dorado will get taken to the medical facility because, you know, I don't even need to say why. Y'all saw what happened. Jerry Lynn killed him. He's like, you know what? I'm going to give you a cradle pile driver, and I'm just going to spike you on the ring apron, because you know what? That's okay. Yeah. No, that's a very good point you make, Juno. Like, a lot of these people, they're either people who are making their debuts in UWA, or they're people who, like, haven't had a lot of time to shine. So this is, like, a big thing, and it's kind of one of the reasons why I did, because I remember when I first was talking about how I was doing a big tournament. And I'm like, yeah, I'm doing all these blocks. And I think it was Aaron. Aaron thought it was crazy. He was like, that's going to take forever. But one of the reasons I did it was I wanted to give all these people a chance to, like, showcase themselves. Because there's a lot of good junior heavyweights. Because I remember when I did, like, I had a pretty big field for the Super J Cup. But I felt bad because, like, as I was doing it, like, there's a lot of times where I kept thinking of other people, and I'm like, oh, I should have added this person. Or, oh, that guy would have been really cool. And I also, like, I did it all in triple threat matches, so, like, every match you had two people getting eliminated. And I feel like with me just doing one-on-ones, it's easier for people to get a chance to showcase themselves. So that was kind of one of the reasons why I did that. So our next match, this is our TCW Junior Heavyweight Champion, Jonathan Gresham. He's been pretty good at... I'll wait until the start the match, and then I'll explain why Jonathan Gresham is cool and why he's been a good champion. And then where is he? He's going up against Callum Newman. Yeah, we'll go with this gear, because that's the only gear I like, because the other one's just, I think, like, his dojo gear, and then the other one's, like, him and Young Lion apparel. So, Jonathan Gresham, as I said, is the TCW Junior Heavyweight Champion. He won the belt from El Hijo del Vikingo, and he's been on a roll ever since. He had a successful defense at Slammiversary. It was there that he... Actually, no. I just completely lied. Jonathan Gresham was the TCW Junior Heavyweight Champion. He was the Junior Heavyweight Champion. The current TCW Junior Heavyweight Champion is Kyle Fletcher. So, Gresham's coming in here with a loss. But no, so he had held the belt, had a really good match at Rumble in the Bronx against Templario. Unfortunately, lost it to Kyle Fletcher. Still a great match, but, you know, he lost the title. And then you have Callum Newman. Someone who, actually, I'm pretty sure this is his debut. And I've said this before multiple times, and even, like, Juno made a good point. When you're when you're making your debut, obviously you're trying to make a name for yourself. And then I made the point that even if you don't win in your debut, all you have to do is make a name for yourself, and you got to make a lasting impression, and you just got to give people just a taste of what you're capable of. And that similar mindset is how it goes for someone like a Jonathan Gresham. He's coming off a really big loss. Now, it's one thing if you come off a loss at a pay-per-view and you didn't win. But you take that and it goes up a notch. When you were champion and you were the top of that division and then you lose the belt, it's hard because you got to climb back up to the top. That's basically what Jonathan Gresham has to do. Because, yes, this tournament is to ultimately crown the UWA Junior Heavyweight Champion. But you got to think, yes, Gresham wants that belt, but he also wants back his title. You know, he does, even if he doesn't win this tournament, even if he makes it past like 1 or 2 rounds, he wants to like get himself back up the rankings in TCW and eventually maybe even get the rematch against Kyle Fletcher. That's kind of how it goes. It's building blocks, and it doesn't matter where you're starting, like where you're starting at. You're always trying to go higher. You're trying to get to the top. So right now, Jonathan Gresham is a few blocks higher than Callum Newman, which is funny because Jonathan Gresham is really short. But obviously, in a hypothetical sense, you know, Gresham already is established within TCW, and he almost just lost right there. Ooh. I'm not gonna lie, I think we might see an upset. Because Callum Newman, ooh, SOS? Gresham's getting his butt kicked. I mean, nice powerbomb right there. Ooh! That DDT was nasty. Man, I was not expecting that, actually. So, very powerful indeed. Gresham trying to, you know, use that technical submission style he's really known for. But Callum is just, I feel like he's just been faster this whole match. It just seems like he's been able to withstand everything. Ooh, nice shooting star press into the roll-up. Would have been good if, ooh, they, like, keep going right towards the rope. What is he thinking? Okay, some nice low kicks. Nice Hurricane Rana right there by, Gresham. Ooh, some chops. Dive. Oh, I always, like, I hate it when they toss them out, because then I keep thinking they're going to go for a dive, and they never do. Sometimes they do. A lot of times they don't. Ooh. Nice dodge. Get away from the ropes, guys. I did. Yeah, he just took the... Ooh, nice dragon screw right there. Gresham. Ooh, okay, missed the drop kick right there. I definitely feel like Newman's got the shit. Ooh, what is he going for? Ooh, he just hit the Oz Cutter. Shout out to the WPW X Division champion, Will Ospreay. That actually was cool. I hadn't seen that animation yet, because I feel like every time Will's had a match on Fire Pro, he never hits it. Ooh, near fall right there by Gresham. I'm actually surprised he hasn't gone for the octopus hold yet. Oh, is he going? Ooh, nice slingshot crossbody. This has been a pretty good match and a really good showing for Callum Newman right here. See, I don't really, like, I get why you would do that, but also I don't. Ooh! A huge upset. Callum Newman of United Empire just scoring a huge win over a former junior heavyweight champion in Jonathan Gresham. Was that a blue? Yeah, that was a blue thunder bomb. Callum did that because Juno was watching. I'm calling it. That's the only reason why he did a blue thunder bomb. 94. That was good too. Also, how I do 5-star matches on here. guys, is if it's a 99 or 100, it's a 5-star. Because I feel like you don't always get 100s. So I made it a little bit easier, but not too easy. Because I think at one point I was going to make it like 96 to 100. But I'm like, nah. I'm like, I feel like that's a bit too easy. So 99 or 100. That's what I've been doing. Defeat. There's our upset. So, I mean, we did get an upset. Wasn't the one we wanted. We wanted Bushi. We wanted Bushi, but... So Callum Newman's going to fight Jerry Lynn in the next round. Man. Poor Callum Newman. He's got to fight Jerry Lynn. Watch out, man. Jerry Lynn likes to kill people, apparently. Next up, we got Adam Cole. Is it the blue? No. We're going to go with the pink, man. He's going to... It says Dolph Ziggler. But I have him down as Nick Nemeth. It doesn't matter. We know who it is. Where is he? He only has 2. I should honestly get a better Ziggler Nemeth call. But yeah, there we go. Adam Cole, Nick Nemeth. This one's actually like more of a big match. So Adam Cole, former WPW World Heavyweight Champion. I don't feel like that's the only title he's won, though. What other... He didn't even say Adam Cole. He just said, okay, baby. Here comes... Nick Nemeth. Nick Nemeth, former World Heavyweight Champion in BCW. Former Money in the Bank winner. And... former BCW Trio Champions with the Beer Money show-offs. That was him and Beer Money. That's kind of it for Nemeth. Nemeth has a little bit more stacked of a resume than Adam Cole. But this honestly should be a good match. So yeah, man. This should be great. Definitely, don't know who's gonna win here. Adam Cole. I feel like Cole has a match coming up. I just can't remember when. No, well, not when, but it's against who? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, no. Cole's on the Starrcade card. See, there's so much that I feel like I can't remember anything. He's not on the Starrcade. He's not on the Starrcade card? Oh. Huh. And then Nick Nemeth isn't on any big cards right now anyway. So, I definitely gotta book him for Super Brawl. But, both are just former World Heavyweight Champions. Oh, that's what I forgot. Nick Nemeth is also a former BCW Junior Heavyweight Champion. So... you know, he's already been a former Junior Heavyweight Champion before. I think... was Adam Cole... I feel like Adam Cole was an X Division Champion at one point. But I also feel like he wasn't. No, he wasn't. I think he competed for it. But he never won it. Ooh, roll up. Man, okay, get it. You want to chop his chest. Zigzag, do it. Damn. Look at that. But, I just I never finished, like, shouting out Juno because Jerry Lynn killed someone. But as I was saying, check out Juno's content. I also want to give a shout out to Aaron Kampmosh. If you haven't already, check out the latest episode of Ultralight Pro Wrestling. Just premiered a little bit ago. So, oh, okay. How come every time I'm promoting... Wait, was he going for... It looks like he was going for the Panama Sunrise. But then, he did it. But that mid-air super kick was cool, and then I don't know what's gonna happen after that. We're gonna get a Panama Sunrise. Which we'll see if Adam Cole lost in ultralight. Can he win in UWA? Ooh, wait. Oh, that's actually cool. Ooh, X Factor. I actually was not expecting that. That was a cool, like, super kick to the back. Roll up. Ooh, that was almost over for Adam Cole. I should not have jinxed that. Was that the boom? Yeah, was that the last shot? I mean, it looked like it. Stop hitting rocker droppers. Ooh, patella drop brainbuster. Ooh, that was definitely a near fall. Nice neck breaker. Hit him with the Panama Sunrise. Do it, Adam. Do it. What are you clapping for? Do it. Oh, I keep feeling like it's gonna happen. Ooh. Two. I feel like one more patella drop brainbuster and you're done for, pal. Just meet him in the face. Man, this match has actually been really good. But I mean, it's also Adam Cole and Nick Nemeth, so I'm not surprised that it's been good. We have yet to have a 5-star yet. Every night, like every block has had at least one 5-star match. Ooh. He faked out the Panama Sunrise and instead hit the last shot. Or what I think it is, I think it has something to do like where like he's got to be like in like the exact placement for it. That's what I think. That's why I keep thinking he misses it. But what was that? Well, Nick Nemeth just won with a roll-up. Poor Adam Cole. That match was getting good, though. I mean, it was a good match, so I'm not mad about it. What kind of rating we got? There we go, 5-star match. That was a good match. I was just talking about, like, we just weren't having good luck in getting 5-star matches, so I was like, watch, this is going to get, like, a high 90. Like, I had a feeling this one was going to get close, because we had a couple close calls with 5 stars. But, there you go. I'm glad Adam Cole's got actually a good couple 5-star matches. So, escape, boom. Adam Cole goes to the next round. It's actually quite good. Let's see up next. Where are you at? It's Kenta, guys. Boom, Kenta's here. He's going up against... I don't know who he's going up... Actually, I do know who he's going up against. I lied to you guys. You guys thought I didn't know. He's going up against Michael Oku. Why? But because that's what the bracket says. That's why. Don't question the bracket. So here comes Kenta. Kenta is a former BCW Universal Champion. He's a former GPCC Television Champion. And his name is Kenta. That's what I got for you. I thought like I had a third thing that he did, but I don't. That's about like all I got. It's just he held those 2 titles, so that's basically what we got. This should be a good match. It took me forever to find a Michael Oku. Like, this is like the only one. At least this was the only one. It's the only bad thing about consoles is there's a lot of wrestlers that just aren't on there. Or sometimes you have to spend forever looking. And it's like, you either have, like, you can't look up their full name. or like you can't add like the wrestler tab to it. It's crazy. Like you gotta type in like only their first name or only their last name, or like you have to like, or you have to click wrestler or you can't, and it's really weird. Like on console Fire Pro, there is still not a single Tavion Heights. I've looked. I've tried it all. I've tried just like multiple different things, but no. But they got the other two members. There's Dempsey, and then someone made Miles Bourne. There's just no Tavion. So, that was a bummer. Right here, this should be a good match. Battle Strikers. I actually haven't watched a lot of Michael Oku. From what I've seen, he's good, but he really likes hitting that back elbow drop. You are not Darby Allin. It's like, oh, cough drop, but it's more of an elbow. It's a cough and elbow drop. Kenta actually has a match at Wrestle Kingdom. He is actually competing for the television championship that he lost. He will be competing against the current champion, Toshiaki Kawada. Obviously, he's in the match. Mike Awesome and Takeshi Morishima. And Takeshi Morishima is the current BCW All-Atlantic champion. So, there's a little bit of that there. Ooh, Kenta with the springboard dropkick. Okay, see guys, that's how you know Kenta cares. He hit a springboard dropkick for us. Y'all better be grateful to Kenta right now. Kenta already almost just won. I looked away for a second. What did he do? He did something. Ooh, penalty kick? You're not Katsuyori Shiba. Oh no, how many of these are he's gonna hit? 2, goes up again, 3, go. Okay, Kenta stopped him. Kenta's like, no, you already hit enough. Kenta's just being aggressive with these kicks. Ooh, okay. That was a very aggressive, like, it looked like a, did you just poke him in the eyeballs? Why would you do that? Actually, never mind. Poke him in the eyeballs again. He's going to start doing that DDT all over again. And now he just hit a Stormbreaker. You're not Will Ospreay. Stop stealing everyone's moves. Oh, okay. Well, I can't yell at you now because Kenta just did a PK kick now. So now I can't yell at you for stealing moves. Ooh, nice lariat. You just poked him in the eyes again. Kenta, you can't do that. That's mean. Kenta doesn't care. He's just gonna poke him in the eye. Red Shoes, I guess, doesn't care either. He's like, nah, you can poke him in the eye. What's he going for? Just a superplex. And now he's going for the PK kick again. And then a drop kick? Man, okay. Ooh. Come on, Kenta.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, Michael Ku escaped, so hope everyone's having a good time so far. We actually finally just had our first 5-star match of the night, Adam Cole and Nick Nemeth. I swear to God, Michael, stop hitting these elbow drops. I get mad every time he hits them because he'll hit like 3 or 4 in a row. Ooh, some nice Kawada kicks. Ooh, there's that very aggressive brainbuster I was talking about. Was that? I think that was Scorpio Rising. Oh no. Kenta, please take him out. I don't want to see that elbow drop no more. That Scorpio Rising was really cool. Oh, he's back to doing this again. Oh no, there's Kenta. Kenta with the moonsault? Okay. That's how you know Kenta's got his working boots on. And Michael Oku wins. Man, I really wanted Kenta to win. It was a good match. Except for, like, any time...
Are you guys sleeping?
That was a 93. Yeah, it was alright. I wouldn't even say it was alright. It was a good match. Except for what he just kept... He's like, I'm just going to hit the same elbow more than once. And I'm like, oh. Okay. Really good match, though. Michael Oku, don't spam that elbow drop ever again. So Oku will meet Adam Cole in the next round. W that. Alright, guys, here we guys go. Our next matchup. Where are you? It's Carmelo Hayes. What does he got? Ooh, we're gonna have him. Ooh, we'll go with the white. Because I like the way that looks. And he's gonna be going up against the guy whose nickname I can't remember. Never mind, it's right there. 100 proof Clark Connors. Yeah. And they're both wearing white. And it is after Labor Day. There we go. Carmelo Hayes versus Clark Connors. Carmelo Hayes, a former world heavyweight champion in WPW. At Starrcade, he is set to face Christian Cage. Christian Cage is the reason Carmelo Hayes is no longer champion. Because Carmelo was supposed to defend against AJ Styles. But then he got attacked backstage and he couldn't get cleared. And since they didn't know when he was going to get cleared, he had to vacate the title. He did have a match against John Cena. But it was unsanctioned because they wouldn't fully clear him. But Carmelo wanted to have that match with Cena. He had it. After that, he got attacked by Christian Cage, and Christian Cage announced himself as the person that took out Carmelo Hayes. Now they finally are going to go head-to-head at Starrcade. But right now, Carmelo needs to solely focus on the Cruiserweight Classic. Because if he's too busy focusing about Christian Cage, Clark Connors is going to advance. And Carmelo Hayes isn't. Carmelo Hayes is also a former WPW United States champion. Wait, no, he's a former television champion. I'll be honest with you, my brain is kind of fuzzy right now. I'm pretty sure it's the no, it was the United States Championship. Yeah, no, I was right. It was the United States Championship. Watch as I end up being wrong. I actually can check right now. But yeah, let me... I actually just can't remember right now. Clark Connors, he hasn't done a lot yet. I think he's had one match, and it was, I think he was teaming with the War Dogs. Besides that, this is a showcase moment for him to really show people what he's capable of. Nice little impaler DDT right there, right now. Ooh, super kick by Mello. Ooh, I guess it's, what would that be, like a tilt-a-whirl, or like a head scissor face buster or something? I don't know. Outside dive, do it. Boom, slingshot crossbody. Did Clark Connors just hit a burning hammer on the outside? I don't know, it was either that was more, I don't know, that actually looked more like a burning hammer than anything else I've seen him hit. Why is he just grunting? That's what I want to know. Boom, boom, boom. It's been a pretty solid night of action. Match of the night, in my opinion, is probably it's honestly it's probably the only 5-star. Ooh, that was a near fall right there. You know what? The only reason Carmelo kicked out of that burning hammer was because it was Clark Connors that gave it to him, and not like Kenta Kobashi. Ooh, impaler DDT right there. That could be it, actually. Yeah, I had a feeling that burning hammer already took probably took everything out of him. I mean, you gotta think how that's gonna do with Carmelo's, you know, mindset heading into Starrcade. Oh, that's what it's called. No Chaser. I didn't know what the name of his finisher was called, but now I know. Shout out to Juno. Came out the name for one of the new finishers for Matt Taven, because it didn't have a name. This next one's actually a rematch from the Continental Classic. So we got the Juice, Juventud Guerrera. Nah, there we go. Go all the way down here. He's going up against Owen Hart. What are we gonna do? Yeah, we're gonna do the danger gear for Owen for this one. Yeah, rip Mello. But let's hope Mello can bounce back when it comes time for Starrcade. So as I said, this is a rematch from the Continental Classic. Juventud, actually, is this a rematch? I don't know if they were in the same. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, no, they were in the same bracket. I'm actually gonna check this now. Yeah, no, they did fight. Yeah, no, I was right. Back in the Continental Classic, Owen Hart fought Juventud at the Continental Classic. They were both in the Emerald League, and Owen Hart was victorious. So Owen Hart already has a little bit more, you know, over Juvi, because obviously he's got the win. Owen Hart is also a two-time BCW Junior Heavyweight Champion. Another, you know, very impressive feat to have. So Owen's probably going to feel a little bit cocky. He's going to feel like, you know, he already has one over Juventud. Not just because, you know, he's beat him before, but because he's done more. But as we learn, you know, in this tournament already, you shouldn't underestimate people. And I mean, people underestimated Juvi in that G1, and then out of nowhere, Juventud came out of nowhere, and he ended up actually going farther in the C2 than Owen Hart, and somehow managed to come back close enough where he was able to place in the top 3. See, people were underestimating Juventud, and then he was able to come back, and so I feel like if Owen Hart's going to do the same thing, then, well, Owen's probably not going to last that long in this tournament. Yeah, he's got the win over Juventud, but Juventud technically lasted longer in that tournament than Owen Hart did. But still, Owen Hart, a very tremendous, you know, competitor, and he has what it takes. So it's just a matter of, I don't want to say who wants it more, but that's kind of what this is. They both have credible shots. It's going to be a battle of will. 450 splash. Though he didn't do it in the right spot. Ooh. That actually was a nice DDT out of nowhere. Shoulder breaker. See, Owen's got two deadly moves he can use. He can use that sharpshooter, or he can drop him with the Owen driver. Never mind. Juventud's just going to knock him out with the Juvi driver. Juvi just continues just showing people up. Like, he's like, hey, yeah. Actually, Juventud, I'm pretty sure, did good in the Super J Cup when he was in that as well. They had an 82. Solid match. Solid match indeed. Solid match indeed. Big win for Juventud Guerrera, actually. He will meet Clark Connors in the next round. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 6 more matches. This next one actually should be pretty good. I I feel like that's been the thing I've been saying a lot. Is I'm like, oh yeah, this one should be pretty good. Like, yeah, they've all been good. I mean, we haven't had one below. How many KO finishes have we had? I feel like a good couple. Like, not every match, but definitely tonight we've had a solid amount. Like, I think at least more than 3, like probably 4. That's probably what I'm gonna say. I'm thinking 4. We probably had 4, maybe 5, but I'm gonna stick with 4. Our next matchup, Rocky Romero versus Kushida. Let me actually look, because if I look, I can figure out, obviously, Hoovies, Jerry Lynn's was a critical, Tyler Bates was a critical, so yeah, 1, 2, 3. I think we've had 3 tonight. I feel like we had 4. Yeah, because Bates... Oh, wait. Wasn't... I feel like Taven's was a critical, wasn't it? No, it wasn't. So, yeah, I think we've only had 3. It feels like more. But I think it's because 2 of them were like almost back to back, that's why. And overall for the whole tournament, there's been a couple, because I think we had a couple last night in the B block. Was I once somehow, I don't know how this happened once, but I think I once got a critical off a roll-up. I don't know how it happened. I don't know how you get knocked out from a roll-up, but shoot, it happened. Rocky Romero, I'm pretty sure this is Rocky Romero's debut in general. No, that's not true. He was in the Super J Cup. Besides that, he hasn't been seen since, so... In a way, this is his return. So welcome back. Kushida is a former GPCC Junior Heavyweight Champion over in Tsukuyomi Pro. And that's all Kushida's really done. Plus, Kushida's had like some good matches here and there. Plus, Kushida was also in the Super J Cup. Actually, I think Kushida and Romero were in the same... They were at least in one of the same matches together. Ooh, there was the hoverboard. I'm pretty sure that was the hoverboard lock already. I don't know. Listen, I have a weird feeling that Kushida... Ooh. Oh, that was actually cool. Senton on the outside. Beautiful. That was actually cool. Good job, Kushida. I have an odd feeling that Kushida is going to snap, like he is going to break a limb off Rocky Romero. Kushida, don't break Rocky Romero's arm, because then he will be out of condition, and then I'll have to put something in medical facility, and I'll have to tell them, I'll be like, yo guys, Rocky Romero's out of action. I mean, speaking of random limbs being snapped, if you didn't see it today in the server, Samoa Joe is coming back soon. So, yeah, that's cool. I don't know if I'd do the same with Rocky Romero's coming back from injury, as long as Kushida doesn't snap his arm. So, yeah, Kushida, don't break his arm. I feel like Kushida's gonna break his arm. Ooh, that was a mean punch in the face. Did you just run at him just to yell forever? What was it? I like... The Roppongi 3K theme isn't bad, but I just prefer like the OG Roppongi Vice theme. Just the one I want, Roppongi. Roppongi Vice. I remember that's how I got introduced to Rocky Romero. He was still with Trent Beretta. That was like, I think that was also like I got introduced to like, because that's when I started watching New Japan. So that's how like I got into like the Girls of Destiny and the Young Bucks, Sonata and Evil. Back when I missed Sonata and Evil when they were a tag team. Cause I don't know, I feel like Evil was like, he was like really good, and then Kushida won. That's not what made Evil bad. I feel like as soon as he turned heel, he just like, I don't know if he just lost everything that was good about him, but like,
there would be obvious consequences for failure.
Yeah, 94. And good, it wasn't a critical, so he didn't snap his arm. I think Kushida decided to listen to me. He's like, since you asked really nicely, I won't snap his arm. Thank you, Kushida. I really didn't want another person on the roster to get injured. That wouldn't have been really kind. That would have been mean. You don't snap people's arms randomly. I mean, you could. Oh, I was wondering. I'm seeing people who like aren't cruiserweights, and I'm like, what? And then I realized I didn't move over. Oh yeah, let's put Loki in the tights. Oh, this one should be good. Loki versus Commander. Ooh, that gear looks good. Boom. This one should be good. If it's not, I'm gonna be sad. Let's see, Loki. I don't think I've had him hold any titles in any company, even like any of the defunct companies. No, that's not true. I definitely had him win something, I think, in KXW. I just can't remember. Commander, I haven't used Commander much either, so Loki I've used. Loki's had like really good matches. Like that's what Loki's been doing, like he's been winning matches. I think that's one of the reasons why I put him in this tournament. Also, I just like Loki. So yeah. It's been amazing. It's been a pretty good show. Appreciate everyone that's been watching so far. I hope you guys have been enjoying. After this, the plan is tomorrow to do night 1 of D Block. So that means all the first round matches of the Cruiserweight Classic will be done. And then, depending on how I'm feeling and what I got going on, I'm going to try to do one of the pay-per-views. It's probably going to be the all-women's pay-per-view. It's probably going to be WGW, Dream Kingdom. That will probably be the one I do. And then, yeah, we would do that. And then Saturday, I'm not going to stream. And then I might stream. And then I think Sunday, we're going to do Starcade. And then I might do night 2 of A Block. Honestly, yeah, because that shouldn't be a lot of matches. I could probably do night 2 of A and B on that Sunday morning, like I did today, and then Starcade later on. Because we got Starcade, and then okay, well we just got another critical. That was a good match. As I was saying, yeah, because we still got Starcade. I think Starcade, Dream Kingdom, and Wrestle Kingdom, the only 3 big shows I gotta do left. Oh, a 61? Man. That was the lowest one. But that's also because it only went 7 minutes, and Commander got knocked out. Low-key is dangerous, man. That's all I can tell you. Low-key is a dangerous man. So, Kushida versus Low-key in round 2. That is gonna be good. A lot of these, like, next round, like, a lot of these, like, matchups. And then, like, I'm even getting ones that, like, I'm not like, not that I wouldn't expect them to be good. Like, if you told me, oh, hey, there's this match, and I've been like, oh, yeah, that sounds like that'd be a good match. Alright, we got Laparca. And he's going to be going up against Little Guido. Very odd match, but we're rocking with it. But yeah, no, like, their matches were, like, I guess in a way I can say I wouldn't expect them to be good. Like, I'm like, oh, okay. And then out of nowhere, they're, like, really good. Or they're just, like, unique matchups that, like, you wouldn't expect. And then you're like, wow. You're like, why didn't I think of this as a match? And then it just happens. But I feel like that's like, a lot of times, because, like, you don't think things at first, but, like, you either see them or, like, from, like, what you're doing, and then you get the idea, or you watch other people. So, for example, like, when I'm watching Aaron, like, he's definitely giving me ideas for stuff. But that's because I like the way he does his presentation. I like the way he does his product. Like, it was because of Ultralight that I remembered how much I liked Tyler Breeze. Like, I was already booking Tyler Breeze. Like, he was already, like, pretty prominent. But then, like, it kind of reminded me more, and then I started getting ideas. I'm like, I need to get Tyler Breeze back in singles competition. Because all I had been having him do was he was doing tag stuff. He was first, like, teaming with I was doing Brazongo at first. Then he was part of NWO, which is the less said about my attempt of making an NWO is for the better. I mean, it wasn't bad, but it definitely wasn't my best thing I've ever booked. But, you know, not everything you book can be a W. And then he was with he technically still is with Pretty Deadly Inc. They're just no longer the trio champions in BCW. But, like, I want to get him back in singles competition. And it was because of Ultralight that I'm like, yeah, I'm like, Tyler can be a really good singles competitor. And, like, he's a really good, like, you know, player, you know, someone that, like, has all the tools. I'm like, yeah, I can easily, because he's one of those wrestlers where you can, like, fit him in, like, any scenario, and then he's good to go. Like, if I wanted to put him in the main event scene right now, I easily could put him in there, and no one would question it. Well, maybe some people would. And I think that's why, you know, it's always good to, like, get inspiration from people, and sometimes you don't think about things right away, but as things progress, you know, you build off and you get more ideas. Definitely feel bad that I've been ignoring this match, but I hope that made sense, anything that I just said. I mean, it sounded like it made sense to me. But yeah, back to this match. Actually, Guido actually is a former champion. When I ran WWH, Wrestling with Honor, a company I took control of from someone I knew way back then. The FBI actually won the tag titles off the family. I finally did a blow off to that match. Tony D'Angelo, Stax, and Luca defeated Guido, Tony Mamaluke, and Tracy Smothers. That's who I remember. That's who Juno also has. Juno has Tony D'Angelo, and I think the whole family. That's who you also had. I knew you had someone else. I just couldn't think of who. But yeah, Laparca. I think this is actually Laparca's debut in UWA. Because I don't think I've used him in any other, like... No, because he wasn't in the Super J-Cup. I don't think I've used him in any other capacity, so this is also technically his debut, so... Yeah. This is Guido's singles debut. because the only other matches he's had was, I think, one of the tag matches before one of the pay-per-views, the match where he won the titles, and then the latter match where he lost the titles. And then, yeah. And then the match at Mania. He's dancing! Oh my god, why'd you hit him in the nuts? I think he did it earlier, at least 2 other times, but I just wasn't paying attention. He just raked him in the eyes. Hey, you can't do that, he's a skeleton. He doesn't have eyes. Did he backflip out of the choke slam? I think. I don't know. What are you thinking, Guido? Ooh, there we go. Ooh, this is actually why I love how this has been a good match. I love it. Leg drop. Where's with you guys not looking to see if they're by the ropes or not? Come on, guys. Roll up. Ooh, close one right there. But no, Guido's just one of those people, you know, he's coming out of a big loss at Mania. But also, I think, you know, this is his moment to show himself as a singles competitor. He's done a really good job so far. At least in my opinion, I think so. DDT. I just realized there's a chance that he might have to fight Tony Mamaluke in the next round if he wins. Ooh. Well, we don't gotta worry about that because La Parka just won. Shout out my boy La Parka. La Parka's gonna be dancing the rest of the night. They're gonna walk out of the arena and they're gonna be like, "Why are you still dancing?" He's gonna be like, "I am." And we just had another 5-star, Little Guido and La Parka, because you know they just pulled out a banger. I love how the 2 5-star matches were Adam Cole, Nick Nemeth, and then La Parka and Little Guido. Talk about, yeah, guys, the high work rate right there. Okay, we're down to our last 3 matches. Where are you at, Atlantis? Atlantis Jr. I know it just says Atlantis. But it's Atlantis Jr. Trust. Then we got Tony Mamaluke. Another very interesting match, but we'll see how well this goes. Up next. I don't know why I said it like that. It sounded like I was about to get you guys set up for a Disney movie. Coming up next on Disney Channel. Yeah, there you go. Tony Mamaluke. He's gonna do something. There you go. See, I was right. He did something. He did a drop kick. Are you gonna try denying me? You can't, because I was right. I said he was gonna do a drop kick, and what did he do? He did a drop kick. Am I right, or am I right? I'm right. Literally everything that I said about Little Guido, just copy and paste that over the Tony Mamaluke. It's just it's also his singles debut. Literally everything I just said about Little Guido, literally, you just copy paste over to Tony Mamaluke. Atlantis Jr., however, I think the only match he had one at a Proyecto del Tetra. This one all lucha show that one of my friends did. And then I think he was in the last Super Check Cup. Big old gut wrench. Let's see if we can get another. Can we get another gut wrench? So yeah, if you haven't already, make sure you join the server. You know, it's great. You pick what wrestlers you want. I am starting to let people join creative. There's always open spots in my creative team. And right now, we're getting ready to end the season. So we're capping off the season with Super Brawl. It's different. Like a season's different than the year. So I'm not gonna do like year-end awards until the actual end of the year. But what is really happening? Give me a second. I blanked for the smallest second. So yeah, no, we're ending the season. So after Super Brawl, I wouldn't say it's not gonna be a long break, but I'm gonna take that time to talk with creative. I mean, I'm gonna try to get all this a lot of this stuff done as we get to Super Brawl. But I'm gonna get kind of creative, kind of all situated, and gonna update the server a bit, get some people to help me, get some recommendations. And we're just gonna try to get some good formats going and stuff. Try to figure out, what's gonna work well. So yeah, that's basically what that's kind of what's going on with UWA right now. Because there's been a lot of stuff that was planned. There's a lot of stuff that's been scrapped. So we're just at this point. We're trying to see where it's gonna go. The one thing I don't want to do is I don't want to fold any more companies. I like running 5 companies. Technically, I'm running 6 if you count UWA as a whole, but I don't always. But we're just gonna see where everything's at, and we're just gonna try to figure some stuff out. So, if you guys end up wanting to be, along the journey for that, that's kind of the plan. Meanwhile, we've been having this really good match between Luke and Atlantis Jr. I don't know if they've hit another gut wrench, but if they did, I appreciate it. Ooh, he was going for something. Probably a butterfly suplex, honestly. This is one of the longest matches of the night. I think so. I think one of them got to 20. But this is definitely one of the longest ones. I'm currently fixing up the Buddy Murphy bot. Nice, nice, nice. 89 La Mystica? That was not La Mystica. That was a torture rack. La Mystica is the armbar that Mystico does. Don't talk about the GPCC Junior Heavyweight Champion. They're not even here. They were, which is funny. Is the funniest thing about Mystico. He's out of all the companies that have a junior heavyweight championship. He's the only junior heavyweight champion that's not in the Cruiserweight Classic. He's the only one that's not, which I think is really odd. I didn't realize that, because Sin Cara's in this tournament, but not Mystico. Because the Sin Cara I use the second Sin Cara. I always feel like Mystico is better when he's just Mystico, and then the good Sin Cara is the second Sin Cara. No offense to Mystico, but that's why he's Mystico and he's not Sin Cara. Exactly. Mystico's champion right now, but I mean all the other champions are in here. I think it's just because I realized I didn't put him in here. So up next, Dean Malenko We're gonna have Dean rock the purple. This next match is like the most. This is the most WCW like just core match right here. Like, you want something that just screams WCW Cruiserweight Division? Here you go. This is like WCW coded. That's the word I was thinking of. Coded. This is WCW coded so much. Chavo Guerrero, I don't think I've had him do anything. So the reason that some of them are in there is so this is for the vacant UWA Junior Heavyweight Championship. So that's why some of them are in this tournament. That's the main reason. Also, some of these junior heavyweight champions, they're already wrapped up for the season. So like they're almost wrapped up for the season. So this Cruiserweight Classic is just a way to make sure that they're still getting screen time. Cause like, yeah, which I can announce it right now. Super Brawl is gonna be 4 nights. Like, even though we're having a 4-night show for Super Brawl, not everyone is gonna be able to be on the card. So this is kind of a way to, you know, let people kind of get in the season. Cause then also when the season ends, that's when like I'm gonna like tell people like, hey, now's the time to claim new superstars. So like, imagine you're watching the Cruiserweight Classic and you're like, hey, let me think of someone. No, that was a good one. Buy one get 4 free extravaganza. No, I'm not even mad at that. That's actually funny. So say like you see someone like let's see who's someone who would let's say Bushi. Yeah, Bushi. Someone like, yeah, he may not have did the best, but like he had a good showing. And so then someone's gonna be like, oh, Bushi's really cool. Or like if you notice a really popular, I've never seen him work apart from in this game. Hey, that's all that matters, man. Or like a lot of people, like there's a lot of big names that aren't taken. It's like, for example, let me think. Who's one of, like Rey Mysterio Jr. No one has claimed Rey Mysterio Jr. Like, Rey's been a free agent, like, he has not been claimed for the longest time. And then, you know, now that someone knows that, before the season ends, or as the next season begins, they're gonna be like, hey, let me get Rey Mysterio. This is the most Chavo Jr. has worked in about 20 years. Yeah, man. We paid him a good amount of money. Also, Eddie asked him really nicely. Because Eddie's also in the CWC. So, Eddie asked him really nicely. And Chavo said, okay. You know, that's how it works, so. You know, so definitely the next season's gonna be great. My main thing I'm hoping we branch out more and we get more people to join the server. That's kind of what I'm trying to do right now. How much y'all paying Red Shoes? As much as he wants. He is such a nice man. I will give him whatever he wants. He is Red Shoes. He deserves it all. And Dean Malenko won. That actually was a really good match. Can I claim? Oh my god, did you really just ask me if you could claim Red Shoes? No, because Red Shoes isn't a wrestler. You can claim Red Shoes Kid. You can take Shota.
Squaring up, the massive will be the action. The two run into each other at the bar, which results in a continuous point of Dr. Shota's action. The Mario era is ready as things laid out the box at quite differently.
Oh, Shota. Red Narita? Yes, guys. Nah, he's bald now. I don't have to use bald Shota. I can use good Shota. Actually, Shota's in this game. Like, he's actually in the roster. Yeah, it's Young Lion Shota, so like obviously if I was to get a new Shota, I would get like more like updated Shota, not bald Shota. I would get like shooter, kind of like in that good sweet spot. You know what version of Shota? Is he in as Mox's young boy? No, because Mox wasn't in New Japan yet. I think this was when I think this is like when like he had just started actually. I believe so. Yeah, no, that was like when he had just started. But yeah, here I can actually show it. So if you go over, I moved a lot of the people I was using over. But yeah, see, Red Narita's right here, and there's Shota right here. So yeah, no, they're both right here. Cause he was still a Lion. I think this game when it came out, he had like just started, so he was still like really new. It's time for our main event. Drilla Maloney. Alright, here we go. Drilla Maloney versus Chad Gable. This actually should be a good match. And then once the main event ends, before I end the stream, so before everyone leaves, I'm gonna give a quick rundown of the first round matches of the D block. Big Ultra. Listen, I'm having Chad Gable debut before Aaron does. Chad Gable is a former junior heavyweight champion in BCW. He didn't do the best in the Continental Classic, unfortunately. I feel like Chad Gable was on a massive losing streak at one point. Oh, I don't know if I'm a fan of this attire for him. He has other ones. I should have switched it. Yeah, he's got other ones. I should have switched it, but you know. If he advances to the next round, we'll switch it. Then we got Drilla Maloney. From what I've seen of Drilla Maloney, he's pretty good. From what I've seen, I mean I've only seen highlights, but like from what I've seen, he's all right. Yeah, I don't know. That's the only bad thing about also with consoles, you don't always get. Oh. Okay. That what just happened? What did? What? Maybe? I think he did. Medical staff are going to Drilla Maloney.
After the fall of the Empire, many bounty hunters
Yeah, medical staff is currently checking on Joe Maloney. At the moment, we cannot disclose what's going on with Joe Maloney. We hope to have an update eventually. So before I send you guys home, I'm gonna announce, just like I did yesterday, I will announce the first round matches. Did Chad Gable advance? You can't, man. It's too late. Chad Gable advances. Listen, it's okay. Dean Malenko will avenge Joe Maloney. Dean Malenko will take care of Chad Gable. Actually, I want to see what Chad's other gear is. Okay, this one just makes him look like TNA Kurt Angle with the way this gear looks. And then there's... I like this one. I think this is going to be the one that we use. Costume 3. I think Costume 3 is going to be the one that we use for Chad. So. Oh, that is the routine gear. Oh, I kind of like the blue one. I think that one looks good. I don't like the red, but I think the blue one. Why is his nickname Short? I don't know. I guess they want to reference Shorty G. Why would they do that? We might have to look for... I might try looking for another Chad Gable. All this, which is weird, because I think... I know, that's why I said I think... How old is this Chad? I don't know. I'll have to check to see when they made it. But I think we're going to go with the blue. For Chad, for the rest of the tourney. But, alright, so right here we go. D block. We have Ozawa versus Jay Lethal. Sean Legacy versus AR Fox. Doki versus Dynamite Kid. Hurricane versus Mao. Marufuji versus Blue Panther. Jack Cartwheel versus Chris Bay. Ace Austin versus Cruz Del Toro. WPW X Division Champion Will Ospreay versus Taiji Ishimori. Ilya Dragunov versus GPCC Intercontinental Champion Nigel McGuinness. Yeah, that's who Sean Legacy is. Yeah, that guy who's on NXT, who is supposed to be getting a North American title match at some point. Master Wato versus Riley Osborne. Ultimo Dragon, and I thought I had this updated. So originally, Cappuccino Jones was supposed to be in this, but unfortunately, there's no Cappuccino Jones on the console version of Fire Pro. I tried looking. So unfortunately, he is getting replaced with Psychosis. So it's going to be Ultimo Dragon versus Psychosis. Leo Rush versus Taichi. Nick Wayne versus Bryan Danielson. Jeff Hardy versus Tiger Mask. Which, that one I'm actually pretty excited for. Like, it doesn't, like, you wouldn't think that would be, like, a really good match until, like, you really think about it. Like, think about it. Jeff Hardy, Tiger Mask. That might actually be good. Oh, my apologies. My apologies. Nick Cage. Even though Nick Cage is also an actor. Nick Wayne Cage. That's what we'll call him. We'll call him Nick Wayne Cage so people don't think we're talking about the actor every time. Yoshitatsu versus Robbie Eagles. My boy Yoshitatsu is going to go far in this. And then Roderick Strong versus Pete Dunne. That one's going to be really good. Yes, yes sir, Yoshitatsu, the GOAT. Yoshitatsu. I love Yoshitatsu, man. Yes, Roddy Strong, man. Roddy Strong. Neck Strong. The whole match, he's just going to be yelling Pete Dunne. And then Kyle O'Reilly's going to pop out of nowhere. So yeah, there's that, but just to like show you how many people I actually have, so watch this. We're gonna go to like all. So we're gonna go all the way to the top. This is how many people I have like downloaded. So we're gonna go from the top. So here's, yeah, we're at the top right here. This is like how many people we got. I'll go kind of slow so you can kind of like, you know, you can get glimpses of some of the people, you know, I have. Then you get the bunch of people who like are under like Japanese like characters. Like, I have a lot. Oh, I love End of Heartache. Such a banger. But yeah, no, that's a look just all the people I have like just downloaded. I somehow, actually, we can look to see how much space I still have left. How much space do I still have? Okay, I still actually have a good amount. It's only Movecraft data that I'm worried about, because, like, it's pretty close. But, like, I have 300, like, I almost have 400 wrestlers downloaded. I definitely need to download more for some of my upcoming shows, but it's good because usually means I have anybody, so anytime like someone requests a wrestler or they're like, hey, you should book this person, there's a good chance I already have them downloaded. I did get it on PC for a bit, and I ended up returning it only because I didn't want to wait forever to buy DLC and all that, and it just, I don't know, it was going to be a hassle, and then I tried modding it, and it was a lot, and I didn't want to deal with it right at that moment, so I returned it, and then I'm like, I'll save up money again, and eventually I'll get it back, and then like I'll take the time to get everything all set up. Part of me also wants to wait until like I get more of an actual like PC, because all I have is a gaming laptop right now. So that's kind of what we're just gonna get right now. But yeah, you know, so that was C Block Night 1. As I said, tomorrow I'm gonna do. Well, actually, yeah, no. Tomorrow I'm gonna do D Block, and then depending on what I end up having going on that day, I might be doing WGW Dream Kingdom. So we might be getting a full pay-per-view tomorrow, and then Saturday there won't be anything. Saturday I'm gonna be busy all day, and then Sunday, as long as I get D Block done on Sunday, I'm gonna do night 2 of A and B Block, get all the second round matches done for A and B Block, and then I'm gonna probably also do Starrcade. So then, because then I'm probably gonna take a small break from shows. Like I'm probably after that I'm gonna take like maybe like a week off. Probably not a full week, more like I'm gonna take a couple days and then we're gonna do C and D block, and then Wrestle Kingdom. Because then by that point, Super Brawl should be announced. We're gonna do Super Brawl, and then that's when there might actually be a bit longer of a break, because that's when we're gonna get stuff settled. I'm gonna try to get more people in the server. I'm gonna try to like get everyone to claim their wrestlers. Obviously, you can claim wrestlers at any time, but like I'm gonna try to make more of a bigger deal of it because the new season's starting. So like I'm gonna like openly tell people like who's available. Like I'm gonna be like, hey, these are a lot of the current champions who like, because there's a lot of current champions who aren't claimed. Like there's people who are champions but they're not claimed. So that's the plan. But until then, guys, thank you so much for watching. I feel like this was probably one of the better shows I had. I feel like there was a lot of good engagement, even if most of it was just me and Juno. But hey, that's okay. I hope you guys all have a good night. And thank you so much. And